Welcome back, everyone. Today we got an MS462 build. And at the end, we'll show it versus a 460 and a 461. 460, super nice clean saw. All original with the dual port, factory dual port. 461 has the coil swap and the foam air filter. So it'll be interesting to see how this 462 will stack up with the 460 and 461. I know a lot of people like to run them. Some like the old, some like the new stuff. But let me know what you guys think. Stick around, we'll get these built. Alrighty, here they are. So we'll get all these poured up. Real nice 460. Pretty nice 461. And a pretty nice 462. And we'll see what kind of power we can get from each. And these three will all end up on the same graph. That way you can compare the power and see which one fits you better. Alrighty, we'll get started tearing down this 462. This will be the main subject on this video. Just because the 460 is not drastically different than porting the 440. And we've already got a 461 video. But it'll be fun to compare all three at the same time. You can see the kind of diamond shape of this 462 exhaust port. That piece out of the way. That out of the way. Get that piece out of the way. Set these bolts back in. Alrighty, there's that. I'll blow it off real quick before I remove the cylinder. There she be. You can see this 462 front fed from under the exhaust, 4 transfers, and a pair of strato or fresh air ports. Here's that diamond shaped exhaust. See, it kind of carries into the roof a little bit. There's 460. Widen and raise the exhaust. Widen the lowers, raise the uppers. Gave it just a smidge more intake. We're at 100, 120, 78 on the 460. Set the squish rate at 25 thousandths. Alrighty, here's 461 cylinder. 40 thousandths out the band. Squish said 26. And we raised and widened the exhaust to 100. Flattened and raised the uppers to 122. Didn't do much with the intake. It's right there at 75. On the 462, 40 thousandths band cut, 26 squish. Exhaust at 104, just widen that a little bit. Raise the transfers to 124. And the intake's at 85. That's a little bit big, but it's a small area, so it should be able to get away with it. Had to hand grind this area because it only has a partial extension. Make sure it was below the base. But we'll get this one all cleaned up and we'll get it put together. Alright, get this slid down. gears, opened up the baffle on the 462 muffler. And we're going to throw a bark box on it because I had one. Nice open hole. All right, there we have it. One ported 462. Get this fueled up. Get some fuel in this. Make sure it fires up. And then we'll be able to put these three on the dyno. Oh, that was easy. Well, here's the results for the 462. These aren't huge gainers, but we added a good bit to the working range. And up here where it's going to hold the power, it's going to pull away from the stock saw pretty well. These newer 462s come from the factory with lower exhaust ports. That's to help add a little bit of the low end, but that's part of the reason why this one's a bit less than some of the earlier models in the horsepower. That'd be a fun one to try sometime, get an old one and a new one to see what the difference is. But that's what these ripples are, is the M-tronic doing its thing, tuning and adjusting. But that's kind of why you get these nice flat tabletop type power runs on the auto-tune or M-tronic saws. They just really try and hold the power where it wants to be made. Now we'll take a look at the other two, the 461 and the 460. Alrighty, here's the results for all three of them. Red line is the 461, blue line is the 460, and the pink line here is the 462. You can see the 460, like most people say, likes to make its power a bit higher up, which that appears to be the case. This is 10.4 right here. And 461 makes its power a bit lower. Now this 461, it does have the foam air filter and it does have the unlimited coil, so it'll wind out a little bit better than some of the other ones. But this just goes to show that the design of the 461 does favor a little bit more towards the low end, and it's a bigger CC saw, but so is the 460. So this is the 461, 7.78 horse, and then here we got the 462. It kind of skirts the line a little bit. Keep it up in the higher RPM. It won't feel as strong as the 461, but it'll pull good, and just a little bit tamer than what the 460 power is. You can see the 460 has a decently flat power band. 461's awfully flat for a carb saw. And then, like I said, you won't even notice this little burble with the M-tronic in the wood. But I just want to show this is the power we got out of all three of these, ported by yours truly. Oh, they're super similar, but they are different styles. Which style do you guys like? The 462, 460, 461? Let me know. Leave a comment. Thanks a lot, everybody.